Time for my favorite level, Sonic 3. Probably my favorite just Sonic level, period. I love the aesthetic, I love all the gimmicks, all the different things the stage does, how fast you can go, and the music is the best. I don't know if I like Act 1 or Act 2 better, but they're both great. I like water levels more than most people, I think. I like the added challenge of being able to drown. As of me actually recording the commentary for this, Sonic Mania got leaked a little bit. So, Hydrocity Zone is in, which I was definitely hoping it was the Sonic 3 as opposed to Sonic and Knuckles level they chose. So, I'm very, very happy with that, because they did some great stuff with that, it looks like. On the flip side, they also delayed Sonic Mania 2 weeks because it leaked on the Switch, but they delayed it on PC. Yeah, fuck them for that. Fuck them. What's the point? That's some bullshit. Especially because it was like, you could pre-order the game. And it was like days from release. Like, come on. You gotta give more than that. Whatever. Everyone will have forgotten about that by the time the game's actually out, so why even talk about it, I guess. Besides the fact that it's a shitty thing to do. What's so bad about the PC version that they think they had to delay it? Nothing. They're sticking in something like de novo or something. Some suits decided at the last minute. I'm sure the dev isn't even happy about it. They need the 2 weeks because you have to freaking change your whole fucking game's optimization after you add that shit. It tries because it certainly does a great job at ruining games. This comes from a guy that buys almost all the games he plays, except for like old ROMs. This level's not too tough as long as you don't get turned around, I guess. There's not a lot of things to trick you. A lot of these later ones have like little tricks thrown in. Like they give you the gimmick, and then there's like a little exception. Like if you didn't notice this while you're playing, you're not gonna be able to complete it. And I think there's 4 giant rings Sonic can access, but really there's realistically 3 you can get to, unless you like allow yourself to die, I think. When I was looking up the ring locations, people said it along those lines. But I was thinking maybe with Tails here I'd be able to break that, but I don't think that's the case. Also, I've never seen the sprite of Tails trying to fly in the water because, well, you don't really get the flying trick to work very much in the regular game. So doing it into the water is very uncommon, but I really like the wet Tails can't spin, like, animation there. The sprite, it's cute. I don't know why I'm trying to get back up to this, but it ain't gonna happen. And I need to accept that and just, you know, just like I have to accept that Tails just died, and that another one's on his way. Bikes. Usually those piranhas get a hold of me. I don't think any of them grabbed me in this playthrough. I wasn't even really trying so much to avoid them. They just never came up. I guess I hit them before they had a chance. going to say no to the bonus game here. I don't really want to have a chance of replacing my Bubble Shield, because that's obviously the most useful one right now. The other two would literally just go away once I got out of the bonus stage. That mechanic is obviously from Sonic CD, but they do it better here. Well, Sonic 2 had the Wing Fortress variant of that too, I guess. This is a fun boss. Mini-boss, whatever you want to call it. Act 1 boss. I don't know what's so many about these. They take the same number of hits. And they're usually more complicated. Some of them are more complicated than the actual Robotnik boss. And then Michael Jackson sound samples. Boom. Can you oh no, Tails can drown, though, in the got through screen. I think that's pretty funny. Ooh, 100 points. Well earned. Yeah, Act 2. Oh, man. So that's something they put back in the game. And Sonic 3, that spring's there, but if you play Sonic and Knuckles, like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, they replace it with an extra life, like they pity you or something. It's a lot more funny when it's, you know, just screwing you over. I'm not a kid, I'm not gonna throw a tantrum, I'm just gonna laugh. Listen to this music. Who doesn't like this? It's awesome. This is like some of the best music in a Genesis game. Yeah, I just had to let a loop of that play through. Like, not talk over it. It's just too good. It's just too good. There's certain songs that I just think, like, man, I really liked them when I was a kid. You know what? They sound even better now. That's one of them. Another one of them is the Frostman stage from Mega Man 8. I love that song. No! Never noticed the water droplets in the stage. I do like these little, I don't know what they are. These little orbs that go back and forth. I feel like I've seen them before, but I don't know what they're called. You're so fast in this level because of all the mechanics. Like, yeah, look at that. Who doesn't like running on water? I've got 7 lives. It's not worth it. Really want to hit this guy. Don't know why. Oh, I'm just playing around. For some reason I thought there was something up there. Get a little bit of the Sonic 3 invincibility music here. Is this our 6th or 7th? No, this is our 6th. You can tell because I think the first 7 all follow the color scheme of the stages. So this is the 6th, like the 6th stage would normally be Ice Cap Zone. Though, of course, in this one, our 6th stage is going to be Flying Battery. Don't get that confused when you're, like, looking for the next video. It'll be numbered for a reason. You'll like it, though. The transition's really cool between the Carnival and Flying Battery. And the new color scheme and stuff like that. Looks good. Apparently, Knuckles wasn't even supposed to go to Flying Battery. That's why they just have the teleporter, because that literally does just go to Ice Cap, even in the original idea. Like, he'd just skip Flying Battery stage. Though it does leave the game a little bit lopsided on the Sonic and Knuckles end. Because then you just have Mushroom Hill, Sandopolis, and Lava Reef before you get to the point of no return for Emeralds. So that does make it a little tougher. But on the flip side, they give you, like, 10 rings in Mushroom Hill, so it's easily accomplishable. I do like how you can jump, like, between orbs, between the spots on the grid, so you still have a chance to get over stuff. I've seen some people do some crazy stuff. Like, turn on a red orb to get away from it. Like, they're pause buffering. It was so weird. I'm not doing anything difficult enough to have to require something like that, but there's some pretty tough ones. This and the last one on the Chaos Emeralds, and then there's a couple on the Super Emeralds that are tough. Well, there are a couple Super Emerald ones which, like, I got first try. Like, not even hard. Like, I didn't even know what the gimmick for the level was, and I just went in blind and got it. One more to go. One change I did like is you can change the music that plays during Supersonic and Hypersonic. So like if you play this game before, the loop's not bad, but hearing it for the entire stage instead of the awesome stage music sucks. So what they have it set to here is for the Speed Shoes version of the stage song to play when you are in Supersonic, and that works really well actually. I like it. The old drowning music. Look at this crazy background. In Sonic Mania, they make it more apparent that it's like a church-like background. In this one, it looks literally more like a city. I also like that you don't need to have a certain amount of rings to access the giant rings. That's great. I prefer it that way. You need the Chaos Emerald stages shouldn't be easy, but you should get plenty of chances to do them. That's how I feel about it. That's why Sonic 3 does it best. Sonic 2 does it worse. Because they're hard, you really can't beat them on a first attempt because you don't know what's coming at you. And then, like, you get so few chances to actually do it. At least in Sonic 1, there's not, like, a big reward for getting all of them. It's just a slightly different ending. Like, a slightly different ending. Though, like, in the remake, you can set the Emerald count to 7 and get Supersonic. But you gotta use the, level select code, which I still can't figure out how to do with a controller on BlueStacks, because I'm not playing the game with a keyboard. I'm not, like, 8 years old with my emulators anymore. And the last ring we're gonna need is right up here. You can get it the first time you come up, but then you might need to use Tails to get up here. There we go. Let's do it. So this one, you kind of want to square around those instead of going through all of them. It's easier, and it opens up the path a bit more, so it's easier to get around. Bada bing, bada boom. You also get an extra life when you get enough rings, and that's pretty cool. Yep, you can see that's definitely the idea for this stage. Try to get them squares, so you have some running space when the speed's up, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna want that extra space, because it can be hard to find the last couple ones, for some reason. For me it was, at least. Where's these last 4? Oh no, what have I wrought? Just keep telling yourself not to go through the loop in the same pattern over and over, because you'll never actually find anything that way, because that's not how it works. It's just not how it works. You gotta vary things up if you want a chance of finding the ones you're missing. There we go. And our 7th Chaos Emerald. Good stuff. So now we got all 7 Chaos Emeralds here. So if we get 50 rings, we can turn it into Supersonic. A neat feature you can turn on in this version, Sonic 3 Complete, is changing the Supersonic transformation to pressing 2 separate jump buttons. So you jump with one and then press a different one to transform, as opposed to tapping the same one, which would force you to always give up your shield if you had one. So this one allows you to keep using your shield and its abilities even when you have the rings for Supersonic. And you can cancel out of it by doing the same button combination. So yeah, improved Supersonic for sure. Like maybe you want to collect a few more rings because you know you're going to run up short before an important part, so. And you have like a magnet shield, so you're trying to collect a few rings in a hard stage. Or at least make it as far as you can before you need to go Supersonic to protect yourself. Like I'm not gonna make it. There we go. I don't even know if there is an end to that stage. Probably not. I assume not. Because you can get 1-ups even a little bit up, so. You got the speeded up music, except the boss music isn't speeded up. Supersonic rated, just. I like Supersonic for this boss fight because you can literally just stand in the water and hurt him. This is the earliest you can get it, and you just wipe the floor of him if you have it. So there's the longest part of the first half of the game. We got the Chaos Emeralds collected, so we should play a little bit faster now. I love the transition.